Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The Prophet of mankind, the peace of our heart and mind, the most generous and kind, sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, has said, indeed, he who recites salat durood upon me the most will be the closest to me on the day of judgment. Please recite after me. As-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Rasulallah.
As-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Rasulallah.
Wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Habibullah.
Wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Habibullah.
As-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Nabiyullah.
As-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Nabiyullah.
Wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Nurullah.
Wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Nurullah.
Please recite the following dua after me. Ya Allah Azza wa Jal. Open the doors of knowledge and wisdom for us, and have mercy on us, O the one who is the most honorable and glorious. In our last speech, we discussed the aqaaid we need to have regarding the hereafter and resurrection, and this week, inshallah Azza wa Jal, we will continue to discuss the same topic. In our last speech, 23 signs that will appear before the end of the world were shared, and this week we will continue from number 24, inshallah Azza wa Jal. Number 24, Ya'juj, Ma'juj, Gog and Magog, they will emerge after all the Muslims go onto the Mount Dur. Their population will be very large. When they pass through Bahaar-E-Shariat, which is a 10-mile long river, the first Jamaat that passes through will drink every drop of the water in this river. When the second Jamaat passes through, they will feel that there was never any water in the river before the arrival. They will kill and destroy everything that is in their path, causing mayhem. After all the killings and massacres, they will say, we have killed those on earth. Now let us kill those in the sky. They will launch their spears into the sky, and through the will of Allah, their spears will return to the ground covered in blood. On the mountain, Hazrat Isa alayhi salam and his followers would be facing very harsh conditions. There will be a scarcity of everything. The price of one head of a cow will be even more valuable than the value of 100 Ashrafid gold coins today. Hazrat Isa alayhi salam and his companions will make dua, and Almighty Allah will create a worm in the necks of the Ya'juj Ma'juj. All of them will die instantly. After their destruction, Hazrat Isa alayhi salam will descend with his followers from the mountain. They will see that the entire earth is covered with the foul-smelling remains of the Ya'juj Ma'juj. Again, Hazrat Isa alayhi salam and his companions will make dua. Almighty Allah will send a bird which will lift their remains and discard of them where Allah wills. The Muslims will burn the spears, bows and arrows and quivers. These will burn continuously for 7 years. After this, it will rain. The rain will cause the earth to be clean. The earth will be commanded to grow delicious fruit and vegetation. The skies and the earth will be commanded to unveil their bounties. The condition during this time will be so fulfilling that one entire congregation will be able to eat one pomegranate an hour, and 10 people will be able to sit under the shade of the pomegranate peel.
There will be barakat in everything. One entire congregation will be able to drink milk from just one camel. One entire clan will be able to drink the milk from one cow, and one entire family will be able to drink the milk from one goat. Number 25. A huge cloud of smoke will appear, causing darkness from the earth up to the sky. Number 26. Dabatul Ard will emerge. This is a creature which will have the asa, stick of Hazrat Musa alayhi salam, and the ring of Hazrat Sulaiman alayhi salam in its hand. He will make a bright mark on those foreheads of the Muslims by using the asa of Hazrat Musa alayhi salam, and by using the ring of Hazrat Sulaiman alayhi salam, he'll make a black ugly spot on the foreheads of the Kafirs. At this time, the Kafirs will be known clearly to all. This sign will never change. Those who are Kafirs will never become Muslims, and those who are Muslims will never lose their Iman. Number 27. The sun will rise from the west, and the sun will rise from the west. When this phenomenon occurs, then the doors of Tawbah will be sealed. If any person accepts Islam after this, his Islam will not be counted. Number 28. After the passing away of Hazrat Isa alayhi salam, and when only 40 years are left for Qiyamah, a fragrant breeze will blow which will pass under the armpits of people. When this happens, when all the Muslims will pass away, and the entire earth will only be inhabited by Kafirs, and it is upon them that Qiyamah will come. Only a few signs of Qiyamah which have been explained here. Some of them are already evident, and others are still to occur. After the fragrant breeze blows into the armpits of people, and when all the Muslims have passed away, then there will come such a time where no child will be born for 40 years. In other words, there will be no one younger than 40 years of age. There will be kafirs everywhere. There will be none to take the name of Almighty Allah. People will be engrossed in the worldly lives, paintings their homes and feasting, etc. Then when Almighty Allah wills, He will cause Hazrat Israfil alayhi salam to rise. The surah will be brought back into existence, and Allah Almighty will command Hazrat Israfil alayhi salam to blow the surah. All the creation of Allah, the jinns, the angels, the humans and the animals, etc. will come back into existence. The Holy Prophet ﷺ will be the first to rise from his blessed Rosa Anwar. He will rise with Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu anhu on his right, and Hazrat Umar Farooq radiallahu anhu on his left. Then all the Muslims buried in Makkah and Medina Sharif will rise. The Prophet ﷺ will take all of them with him and go towards the plains of resurrection. Aqida. Qiyamah will definitely be established. One who rejects this is a kafir. If any person has been disintegrated, decayed, or even devoured by animals, Almighty Allah will gather all of this and raise the body again. On the day of Qiyamah, people will emerge from their graves without shoes or clothes, and will be uncircumcised. Some people will be on foot, whilst others will be on animals. Some will be alone on an animal, whilst others will be in 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, and even right up to 10 people on an animal. The Kafirs will go towards the plains of resurrection, walking on their faces. Some will be dragged towards the plains by angels, whilst others will be engulfed by fire. The plains of resurrection will be established in Syria. The ground will be so flat that if a mustard seed were placed on the opposite end, it would be visible. May Allah Almighty protect us. It will be a time when our brains will boil and we will perspire to such an extent that perspiration will seep 70 yards into the earth. When the earth cannot take in any more perspiration, the perspiration will rise above the ground. Some will be in perspiration up to their ankle and knees. Some will be to their knees, some will be to their waist. The Kafirs will be drowning in their own sweat up to their mouths, such as the rain of a horse's or plant in his mouth. This thirst will be so severe that we cannot really explain it. The tongue will become so dry that it will feel like horns. The tongue of some will be hanging out of their mouths. The heart will boil and come into the throat. May Allah Azza wa Jal accept our efforts and give us the ability to learn and safeguard our Aqida. Ameen. Next week, inshallah Azza wa Jal, we will continue to discuss the topic of hereafter and resurrection. Until then, please remember us in your du'as. Jazakallahu khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.